Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of San Antonio After Dark. I am Coolimp, and with me already is Drew playing Lucas and Paul playing Kirk. We're going to have a short delay for the start of the game tonight. Zach is at a concert, I believe, and he said he'll be here as soon as possible. So what we're going to do for a little bit is talk gaming and other stuff, and we were just talking about Thor being the god of blacksmiths, apparently, which is news to me, but whatever. Oh, I'm ugly. You want your magical thunderbolt though, don't you? I thought it was Prometheus who gave us fire. Real quick, say hello to Slow Cool, Nephazim Zarayo, and Decaf Smurf. Like I was saying at the just beginning, we have a player who's running behind, and Jason unfortunately will no longer be joining us for good reasons. He got his license to practice. I'm not sure if he wants it revealed, but he has a license to practice something. And he has to build up his clientele. So he will not be joining us any longer. If he returns, it'll probably be in the future. Yeah, he said he'll be here as soon as possible, but I feel weird going on with just two people. By the way, I actually like the Backstreet Back song. It's mockable. It was made to be mockable. Take a look at that music video alone. That music video was meant to be mocked. I yeah.
We were like 10. I know you do everything for me, and I'm okay with that. But don't look at me like you love me, because that's just gonna make me crazy. And then if you watch the video, like the dude that's the song is too is wearing like a Lego head, and basically he's always there wherever she's doing stuff, and she's okay with it. And then like there are scenes where he's like all alone, looking at all these pictures on his roof of them together. And then she's like, "You're at my door at 6 a.m. You're there at when the party's over." And it shows him like cleaning up the party, but she doesn't seem to mind when he's doing all that stuff. But then he's like, "But I love you," and she's like, "Psh, stop
Bitch,
that."
please.
So I'm like, "If it is super catchy." Yep.
You're infatuated with me. Hey, could you set up my radio?
Right. Then I like this 21 Pilot song, "Heathens." I had heard it on the Suicide Squad
Heathens is a
album.
good. Heathens is a good song.
I hadn't realized, like, I'd forgot that it was on the Suicide Squad soundtrack, but it's like super popular on the radio still. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's an old song now.
I like a Justin Bieber song. But I found out why. It was written by Ed Sheeran.
Hmm.
Yep.
You know,
That
these
guy.
people don't. Like, these people don't write their own songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran does, but not all of his songs are like the top 20.
Not like Kanye. Kanye is perfect.
No, I've unfortunately gotten suckered into that whole musically thing.
Laura spends so much time on fucking Musical.ly.
Oh, you totally can. Because there's a lot of mockery where they're talking about, like, where they use animes for their main thing, and it's pretty good. There's even a Family Guy one, the one where he's all like, I just want to talk to him. She's like, why do you have a gun? He's like, I just want to talk to him.
She told me that there's a lot of fangs on Musical.ly.
Yes, like everybody else, like their whole idea is like, their massive transformation is like, boom, 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 and da-da-da, I got fangs. And I'm like, okay. Okay, good, you have fangs.
Congratulations.
There's one guy on there that does like some whatchamacallit, some lines from Handsome Jack. But he actually looks like Handsome Jack, like even like the whole pixelated sort of comic version that the Borderlands gives. He has that paint look on him when he talks.
You mean cell shaded?
That's what I was looking for. I was like, not pixel, what is it? Yeah.
Sorry, the only reason that game has remained so beloved, or at least one of the reasons, is they decided to ditch the realistic graphics and go ahead and do the cell shaded stuff. Because now with the cell shaded stuff, it looks like a cartoon. And even if the graphics age poorly, like they have in Borderlands 1, you can go, oh, well, this is supposed to kind of look this way. And throw on a happy face and go, cool, I'm down with that.
But yeah, Handsome Jack, his lines are really good, at least when the kid does them.
You should sit down and play that game, dude. It's actually a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I've seen some of the games. I've never played it.
It's like playing through Portal 2, and when you get to not Abstergo, the company that does that made GLaDOS, I can't remember what it was. Aperture. Before Aperture, I think it was still called Aperture. And you have Cave Johnson with his quotes. You know what? I was thinking, when life gives you lemons, you don't make lemonade. You grab the manager and you shove lemons back into his face. No, you turn lemons into bombs and you blow up life's house.
That's hilarious.
Then you put a long pause, and then he goes, "Farmer's Market, bum 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 bum."
Yeah, so Cave Johnson is hilarious, and it's the guy who plays JJ.
JJ Jonah Jameson.
Yes, JJ Jameson. It's the same guy.
JJ Jonah Jameson.
It's J. Jonah Jameson.
No, I thought it was JJ Jonah Jameson. I thought because he mentions it like a whole bunch.
No, J. Jonah Jameson. J. Triple J.
That used to be the name of my mom's electronics company back when she had one back in the day.
Triple J?
Yeah. Jesse, Justin, John.
Not as catchy.
No, it's not. It's my older brother, my name, and my little brother's real name. Although I'm the only one to maintain my real name.
Really?
Yeah. JR is not John's real name.
So Justin, John, and what was the other one?
Jesse.
So Jesse retained his name, right?
No. Jesse goes by Jay.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought Jesse and Jay were the same thing. Oh, my God.
Jesse actually has a son named Jesse.
So Jesse or Jay, JF Jesse, has a son named Jesse, which could also be construed as Jay.
No, little Jesse still goes by Jesse.
So Jesse goes by Jay. Turn around. Oh, it's Deadpool. Okay.
I'm glad that we're at least getting together and chit chat, even if it's all.
I'm pretty sure anybody watching the stream, if anybody is watching the stream, is like, what the hell is going on here?
I came here to see werewolves eating each other.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. It just happens off camera whenever Allie picks up someone.
Yep.
Friggin' Allie.
I want to see how this whole, like, command is going to go now.
What command?
Well, because the Arun would sometime assume command at the most unawkwardable times. But, you know...
I say we just wing it and follow the clues on the internet to tell us what to do.
I mean, it was just...
You have to be careful with the internet. That's an arm of the Stormbringer.
It is. Well, that's what I said. But you go to magic8ball.com and you can never go wrong.
And I was gonna say, I mean, most of the time it was Jason just trying to get a point across, but it worked. And then we'd be like, okay, now Allie, you're in charge. What do we do? And Allie's like,
I throw money at the problem.
I'm gonna go talk to my dad.
Yeah, throw money at the problem. Meanwhile, Kirk throws semen at the problem.
That's right.
My dad said no. Lucas, what would you do? Coffee? I'm gonna go get my pump on, bro. Let's do this.
My monitor is too big to conveniently put my camera in the right spot.
I've got a couple of, I think they're 26 or 28 inch monitors on my desk.
I got a 23 inch, but my monitor is like almost 3 feet away from my computer. So
I've got a 15-inch laptop.
You can ask Drew, I rock dual screens.
So do I. I actually used to have 3, but I ran out of room on my desk when I got a new one. So now I got to get a mount to put them up. Because I've got like rules stuff and things like that on the right side, and then I've got Roll20 on the left and Twitch on the left. Mine's
a little bit different. I've got just a single window for Roll20 over here. I've got my OBS, my chat over here, and the advertisement list. And I need to pull it up since I'm thinking about it. My rules.
Hurry up and get out here, Allie, or I'm gonna go eat your person that you brought into your room with you. Good luck explaining that to the Red Talons.
Right.
They barely acknowledge him as kinfolk, by the way.
I know.
He's a human.
Like, well, tell you what, bro. When we find this skinwalker, and we will, and he's got that 5th skin, we'll kill him, you can do the ritual, boom. Then you get to be a werewolf.
A worm-tainted werewolf, but sure.
Whatever. You can make amends later.
Actually, it is one of those things that you can never untaint yourself from that, right? Ever.
Hey, how much do you really want to be like us? Ish.
Even Black Spirals have more of a chance of redemption than someone does who did that. Their Black Spirals going, damn, that's a little harsh, don't you think?
Come on, man. Those are going to be your brothers eventually.
Well, because the right doesn't care if it's a Black Spiral Dancer skin or not. So, a werewolf is a werewolf.
Yup.
We could sell them like miracle cures and like, who wants to be a werewolf? Got 5 skins here, 5 skins. Who wants to be a werewolf?
Wow, it's all like snake oil salesman and shit. That'd be awesome.
Wait, you don't want to be a werewolf? You want to be a Naga? I think I can set you up.
I got what you need right here. Just drink this.
That's gonna take just a little bit longer.
Oh, you don't realize that you just actually had a pun there, sir. Oh, Drew had the Naga book. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I don't have Naga.
No, you have Naga.
Do I have Naga?
You have Naga. I have Makole.
Yeah, I have the Naga, the snake people.
Yeah, and my new Wisha book is somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at the moment.
At my house.
Oh yeah. Okay. So maybe that is my Naga book that you have.
No, that is my Naga book.
And
Nice try.
if someone came in
Are you sure you didn't have a Naga book?
I'm pretty sure, because I had to borrow it from you to read up on how to run that game.
Oh, okay. That would make more sense. Because I'm like, dude, I know the Nagas. Why didn't you built the game?
Yeah,
I
that-
love my Naga.
that Naga game went sideways real quick.
I think we should just bring it back in. You know, Kirk can make his own Naga character. I'm gonna stay with my Naga guy because I like him.
No. Because I would have to play like a thuggy Naga, and the sheer amount of sounding racist that would happen would be like, whoa, by the many penises of Vishnu, this is not going to go well today. Oh.
I was a thought Naga, but I was more or less from Australia, not.
Doesn't matter. I'm always going to be from Calcutta.
Yeah, no, I got you. You're always gonna be from Calcutta.
I'm going to be like, when I was but a boy, I used to have to bathe in the Ganges. Do you know one time I pooped a foot out?
Okay, Cal, cut it out.
What's up, Mozzie? We're waiting for our last player to join us tonight. He was at a concert, so we're just BSing for a little bit. It's the reason I'm in a talk show instead of World of Darkness as my stream.
You should just be like, say like, Mozzie, make a character, get in here. We gotta do this.
You get a Naga. You get a Naga. Everyone gets a Naga.
I don't want a Naga.
Well, what do
Naga,
you want?
please.
That was nice. That was good.
By the way, I did that the first chance I could, too. In that game, Ash Drew, I did that the first chance I got.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm not saying I'm a mature person. Because
You know what's
I'm
really
not.
sad?
Look, I'm not your Naga, alright? You want your Naga's over there. I ain't your
See,
Naga.
The real life guy that I would have based my Naga off of actually got murdered. It was this guy who had a shirt made out of solid gold. And he got beat and robbed and murdered the other day. So that's why I'm like, Naga, please. I'm not going to OG over here. There's no overgolding with me. I'm just keeping the Korax away. Fuck those bastards.
I thought of a really high concept game, and that game just got too big. But basically, it was a Lost Cubs where people were playing different breeds.
Well, that was actually a really good game. The only problem is that
Billy?
yes, and other people wanted to learn things that they don't understand how to learn, and Billy, and then
So for anyone wondering about who Billy is my idiot cousin. Now the thing about Billy is, it's posted up, but I'm going to tell this story. So we're playing the Naga game, and what's happening is they're telling a group of people who they think might be causing a whole bunch of deaths amongst the Naga, because they're ripping out Krynos Naga's fangs and sent them back to their den. So they start following these teenagers who are wearing hoodies that look like Cobra's heads.
End up beating up Cobra Kai Academy.
So
no, we were working for Serpentor at the time.
So they're following along, and Billy sees this guy in this industrial park, in the industrial section of the town. I mean, it's closed. It's not closed, but nothing's open at the moment because of the hour. And he's like, well, I'm going to go and follow this guy all by myself. So I'm like, okay, are you sure you want to do that? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So he follows him along. He sees the guy go into a barely lit building. He's like, I'm going to sneak past him when he opens the door. Oh, are you sure that's a good idea? He's like, no. I can do it, man. I can do it. He's like, oh, okay. You roll it. Okay, you get by him through the through the front door. So you don't trick any alarms. You get in before he closes the door. He's like, all right. I'm like, okay, so he's getting on the elevator. He's like, I'm going to get into the elevator right behind him. I'm like, okay, you know he's going into an elevator by himself. You see no one else in the elevator. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay, roll it up. Difficulty 8 because you're trying to slip past him. He botches. I'm like, okay. I'm going to be a little creative with this. You actually make it inside the elevator and you think you've done such a great job hiding from him. He's like, I'm going to press my back up against, I'm going to stand in the center of the elevator or some stupid shit. Or back against the wall, something like that. It was stupid. I'm like, have you ever been on an elevator with a person by themselves? Ever seen where they stand? They typically stand with their back up against the wall because there's no one there to judge them for doing so. He's like, no, people stand in the center. No, they don't.
No.
You're not very well.
I stand at the corner to go to sleep.
So he's like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shit the Krynos. I'm gonna attack this guy. Now, throughout this, he has no reason to believe this guy is any other thing than a person.
How?
But Drew can attest to the notes I plan. This guy was someone. They didn't know who he was, but he was someone. He was a someone. So he shifts the Krynos as he goes to grab him. The guy pulls around, puts a 45 Desert Eagle to his head, and caps him. But he's a Naga, so he survives the wound. However, he is completely laid out because, you just got ripped apart. And he wakes up in a ghoul of a Zemizia sitting there torturing him. By cutting off a piece of his skin, putting a wooden dowel, and letting the skin regrow around it. Mean evil shit. So, that is a person I will never play another role-playing game with. And it's because he did stupid shit like that. Anytime a storyteller or a GM asks you, are you sure?
I'm going to roll with it.
Yeah, it's not like... He not only was he So, The Burning of Austin is one of my favorite stories I ever tell. However, there's a caveat to this, and that is Billy. So...
I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't give up.
So, I'm describing the building burning down as they have begun to set it on fire. He's like, I still want to investigate around the building. The building is burning and falling around you.
Okay.
I still want to investigate. Okay, roll it. Okay. While you're looking around the building collapses on you and you die from the fire that is just suddenly falling on you.
Yep.
He's like, you didn't tell me the building was burning down. Yes, I did.
Was on fire!
The roof is on fire.
He's gonna crumble on you.
So, side story about that Naga game, all those kids were part of a cult worshipping one of the other Nagas who died. Quote unquote died. I had so much actually planned for that game.
Like I'm saying, man, bring it up. Let's do it. I got my Naga somewhere.
I have to sit down and I actually have to rewrite the story because I don't like to repeat stories.
Jachinga.
By the way, y'all would have ended up facing off with that original nest of Naga anyways.
What Naga nest?
The ones that had their fangs ripped out?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I would have taken them all down.
No, you wouldn't have.
You don't know my dice.
I do know your dice. I know exactly how well your dice.
No roaches. All right.
So I had a lot planned for that game. I thought it was interesting that they. I will throw out intentional red herrings that are other missions. Just because it is entertaining to see if they will chase the worm on the hook.
Me.
And see how Drew readily admits it.
Totally. You're like, I'm just gonna throw this out there. You don't have to grab it. Go for it. I'm gonna go for it.
They have a hoodie that kind of looks like a cobra. I'm going after them.
Yeah. I want one. I'm gonna go rip the kid off.
And then because all these kids are, I had kind of a thing going on because all these kids had already been indoctrinated. They were not afraid of the Krynos form. So who was it? Was it Jason or you that shifted to Krynos?
Nah, man, I didn't really do Krynos because I have my skills, my other ones, my coils. I think I did the one before Krynos, or after Krynos.
But one of them shifted the Krynos, and they get down on their hands and knees and start praying to him. Like, they're not supposed to do that, are they? Can't be as bad as you send the two Snakeborns into the security room to take care of the monitors.
No, I'm the one that jumped off the roof onto the guy yelling, "Cobra, la 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 la!"
Cobra.
And you were just like, really?
I say that phrase a lot. Laura absolutely hates it, but really?
Yeah, well, that's because we do shit to you're like, ah.
Oh, okay.
Let me just figure out how this is gonna hurt.
Well, you're dropping 35 feet, so you're taking 3 levels of bashing damage.
Are you in any sort of form? Oh yeah, I'm in like my large snake form. Right, so there's weight involved.
No, you just make yourself into a spring.
Actually, my abilities were coils. I could crush things in my coils.
Gravity, you see?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually fun to talk about some of these older games. I do not miss role playing with JR. Not one little bit.
What, you mean like when I was running it?
No.
You played an excellent spiritual ninja, and yet you were having to deal with a Super Saiyan.
My little brother likes to be the badass character. So we're playing either a GURPS or Rift game, and I don't remember which one it was. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go traditional ninja.
Rifts. It was Palmedium Rifts, and we were doing a combination of Superheroes Unlimited, and then I allowed you to use any of the Coalition or Rift books, and you went with the Rift Japan.
Yeah. My little brother, I'm gonna be Goku because Goku is the most badass character everness. Except for Sephiroth and Cloud. But I can make Goku, so I'm gonna make Goku.
And in my head, all I'm thinking is like, I don't know who Goku is.
Yep.
No, you knew who Goku was, sir.
No, I didn't know which one Goku was.
We watched Dragon Ball together in that...
To this day, I still don't know which one Goku is. I always forget. I'm like, yeah, that's the kid, right? No, that's the big guy. That's the one with the bald hair? No. I can't. They all look the same to me.
But Drew here, he runs a whole bunch of Glitter Boy killers, which are made specifically to kill Gokus.
Anything fast, you're dead meat.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there playing a traditional ninja. It's like, well, you're not doing too well. I have a katana, and I'm sneaky.
Yeah, you were actually making it through the thing. Your brother's just dodging around like left and right at super speed, and I'm like, seriously, dude? You do realize that things have sensors. They don't move until they're touched. I mean, you could go through the entire maze and never realize they're there. You bump one, you probably triggered the entire group, which he did.
But my little brother, I was playing this game, and I just wanted to run something. So I'm like, okay, make a character. I don't really care. So he makes a shy bouncer with a fucking 7-foot Thundercat, 7-foot long Thundercat sword on his back. I'm like, no. A bouncer cannot be shy. Unless you work at the shittiest bar ever. No. He's like, but come on, man. I'm like, oh, God damn it. I just want to run a game. I want to role play. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Your sword can't be that long because it is unhideable. You cannot hide it. You can't pull a blade off here. And his character goes from being a bouncer to a drug dealer who gets his drugs from breaking into rich people's houses to being a ghost hunter by the end of the night.
Huh?
And this was all in one night, in one session.
Even Teal'c's like, boring.
Teal'c is like, make them do whatever you want, Daddy. Which of these buttons makes them explode?
The one that gives me more experience points.
What? What's he doing? What do you see?
But yeah, my little brother likes to play these really stupid character concepts, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll with it because this can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it can be, and it's one of those like, outside of Mage, I tend to not let people play ridiculous concepts, because to me, Mage is all bets are off in the World of Darkness. I'm like, dude, it's Mage. Somewhere, someone believes this shit, and that's good enough. And my answer is always Shard Realms. It's Shard Realms. I'm like, oh, you like Warhammer stuff? Dude, you're from a Shard Realm. You're not a real person. But enough people believe in that crap that you're real now.
I still don't think you would have had 26 points of Paradox, but
Yeah.
we could argue it over it, but that's Mage politics.
That's also why a bunch of Technocracy mages don't ever leave their Shard Realms either. Because reality would be like, you can't be the Terminator. No. It's like, but I've only got 4 plasma guns attached
Oh,
to me.
come on. I only have like 4 in life, 3 in matter. Just because I made a Guyver bio unit doesn't mean...
Dude, that was actually a character concept I was spitballing in my head.
I know, I was there for it.
Oh, no, Teal'c.
Bio booster armored Guyver. Yeah, and I tend to not like Malkavians because of that, Azrael.
I have yet to come across anybody who's ever played a Malkavian right.
Myself included.
Well, I don't consider your character to have been a Malkavian. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. You may have been a Malkavian, but you weren't. And that's the thing. That works. But people don't understand that being insane doesn't mean you're cuckoo.
No, insane people think just the same as we do.
Yeah, and for the most if for the most part they fit into the world. I mean, shit, if you want to look at it, my dressing up like in steampunk clothes and all that shit, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I did, Mozzie. As I blended in because I played a Malkavian who was an assassin with megalomania.
Yeah, which is a great derangement and a functional derangement.
Are you talking about my game?
No, I kind of repurposed that character.
Oh, okay, good. So I was like, we didn't get very far in my game.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, and I personally, Paul does not believe in DID or MPD or whatever the catchphrase for the year is for it. I don't believe in multiple personality disorder. There is no scientific way of proving it. And even the DSMs are kind of like, I don't know.
What's up, Coyote?
So, and so many people play multiple personality disorder Malkavians. I'm like, dude, in real life, there are only like a dozen real cases that have been documented where they were like, yes, this is real. I mean, if you go to Tumblr, everybody there has got MPD according to them.
See,
And
I had a
They're
character.
no. They're all also self-diagnosed,
yeah,
or they have quote unquote headmates,
yeah.
or they think they're werewolves.
Oh no,
I had a character that was multi-personality disorder, but at the same time, and it was Malkavian the Turnip, but at the same time, he also had vicissitude in him. So when he changed.
But that, and you know what? And to me, that's a valid way to play that kind of character.
Exactly, which is why I designed it, because I was like,
Oh, I got so tired when I was in the cam of seeing people just fucking walking around with the child mental derangement.
oh
And
my
I'm
god,
like,
I hate the child thing.
I'm like, really? Then you know what would happen? No one would hang out with you. That shit would get old so fast, and there is no way I'm spending an eternity having some idiot in my coterie like that.
Like we played a game where where we all had like the flaw child and stuff, but we all had it.
Which again, that works then.
We were
I've
all
run
children.
I've run changeling games where nobody was out of high school at the oldest.
You technically should have been in middle school or preschool with me, but you were rich.
Yeah. Oh,
You bought the court. You had the court buy your adulthood.
Right.
Oh, the changeling game.
The Changeling game, he did. I still had to go to school, even though
Yeah.
my parents were all
Oh
there.
no, yeah, no. I used the high school as the setting for most of the game, and I was like, Psh, dude, it was straight up, and it had monsters everywhere. It was essentially Monster High.
Shit,
Yeah.
I wasn't even high school. I was in like middle school or preschool learning how to do the ABCs and shit, but I'm a changeling, so I already understand all this crap. My character's designed, basically, I'm going to become the Doctor.
So this game is absolutely a hilarious game because the storyteller let 3 people choose childlings. I had a resources of 5, and when his parents died under mysterious circumstances, he took over the coal business because he was being groomed to do so at 11. And he went to the court, said, I'm intelligent enough to fend for myself. And the court, by his backstory, the court said your butler and your maid have to act as your points of contact for adult interaction. You just can't get into a car and drive around and shit like that.
That's true.
And he had decided he was going to do a mixture of fey magic. This was his, and I was playing a knocker too. His grand mission was to remake his parents based off of photos, journal entries, things like that. Mix their metaphysical selves off of data like that, and use magic to put them into steampunk contraptions.
That works.
A completely unachievable goal, but absolutely wonderful.
And I had a wonder, or whatever they called it. Was it called wonder?
Treasure.
Or relic? Treasure. I had a treasure that essentially let me unlock and lock anything. And it lit up, you know, because I like bright things. So.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I got to pee.
And it looks like Zach just got back as well.
Sweet. Yeah, I had that. Had the little shiny thing. I essentially had a sonic screwdriver, and then I was going to have to work on that psychic paper issue.
We have another player coming. We just haven't. We haven't decided to pick up a 5th player yet. Steven should be joining us either, I believe, next week or the week after.
I think he said it was. I think it was supposed to be next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him over the course of this week. My limit for werewolf is about 4 or 5. I learned a very harsh lesson with a very high concept, very high concept game a few years ago. That Lost Child game, that Lost Cub game, I think that would have been successful if it wasn't for having 8 people at the table.
Well, you know, the nice thing is we were trying to bring other people in and get them, you know, in the idea, give them an out for their issues that they were dealing with elsewhere.
Yeah. Plus, your friends from the army were absolutely amazing guys.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But they needed an out from some of the shit that was going on, and so I was like, yeah, come join us, have fun, and they did. I don't know if some of the jokes or whatever, or I think one of them just wasn't ready for it, and the other one was, and you know.
Yeah, I think one had the super jealous boyfriend.
Yep, that was.
And the other one was a guest. He had one of the girl who played the Fiona. She was with him, but when he stopped playing, and I forget for what reason, she stopped showing up as well. It's sad. That game had potential. It was fun to mess around with the idea of lost cubs of different breeds.
Oh, totally. Especially when the guy, his jealous boyfriend. I love the fact that he was playing a McCole. He was playing this massive monster lizard, almost like the size of Godzilla, but smaller, of course. You know, more compact.
Yeah, because we did have a Macaulay in that group, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And he was a doctor. Or at least he thought he was a doctor. He played house a lot.
I'm sure his boyfriend said that a whole bunch.
Oh, his bear? Yeah. Yeah, he had a grizzly. Yeah, I had a feeling that I was the one that ran him off, because I mean, afterwards, I saw them a couple times at drill, but other than that, I never saw them again.
All right.
Zaki!
Can you guys hear me?
Sweet.
Yes, I can.
Do you hear any background noise?
A little bit.
Sounds like you have your TV on.
Do you have your
Yeah, I do. I'm sitting in the hotel, trying to. I'll fix this.
What?
How was your Britney Spears concert?
Might as well been.
Oh, ouch.
Who did you go and see again?
Yeah.
I went to go see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rocky Horrors. Sorry.
About. Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can. I wish I could push this out of my.
I want the needle to be shown in the background. Alrighty then. Alright, we're just waiting for Paul to get back, and then we'll be able to kick the tires and light the fires.
Do you need to play someplace with less sound? Do you want to play in the bathroom?
Well, then he'll be playing by himself, and that I can't stream that.
No, it's all right. We're all there giving him pointers.
I could sit on
Long
the
strokes,
toilet.
Zach, long strokes.
I told you to. You can go outside.
Yeah, I could actually go outside too.
Sit on the bench.
Mhm.
He's up there. It's up the air.
Yeah, and it's not windy. It's not like the windy.
No, 5 is my limit.
Is
Before I get...
Is the temperature nice out there?
It's
There's a picnic table. out
it's
there.
actually, what is it here in Stratford?
But I'm already expecting another player to come along. So we're going to have 4 either next week or the week after.
It's 22 here in Clear. Degrees out.
Fuck yeah, man! I'd be outside.
Is that 22 Celsius or 22 centigrade?
I believe we're in Celsius. Yeah, I think it's Celsius. It just says 22 on my phone. Tomorrow is supposed to go to 28. Woohoo!
Yeah, unfortunately, we just kind of bled players. We lost Jason, we lost Sam, and the game actually began out at a total of 6.
We actually kill off the real players. We don't want them, going to other games.
Oh wow, we got a lot of people talking.
Oh yeah. We have Mazzy and Sunrise Coyote and Nephilim. Nephilim. I don't know.
How's it spelled?
Nephim.
Nephilim. It's an angel.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
And I will remember to record once we actually start playing tonight.
Liar.
No, Paul's like using the restroom or something. He said he'll be right back. Jason finally got his license to practice whatever he's practicing. I don't know if he wants me to reveal it. So he can no longer commit to the game. So he dropped out on Tuesday because he can't keep up his new practice and role play on a regular basis.
Are we looking for players, Justin?
We have Steven coming in
Okay.
a week or so. I'm going to
Okay.
actually double check with him over the course of this week. And then we'll have a fourth player.
Okay, because if we need players, Doc might be able to play. He doesn't work Saturday, so he can probably stay up.
Who's Doc?
Fridays?
Is Doc the other guy in the Wraith game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bellin? I always mess up his actual screen name.
I'll just call him Belland.
Bellin, yeah. I
No,
call him
Bell End.
Oh, Bellin, sorry.
No, I'm saying Bell End.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a British slang word for penis.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
Bell, Bell, space END.
You needed to know.
No, Forza
No.
the Limits, that's just what we have now. But I'm not actively recruiting new players.
No, I was curious because I didn't know you had 2 other players still confirmed to come in.
No, I only have one other player confirmed to come in.
Okay.
And I don't like to push my limits when it comes to the number of players. It's why when we lost Sam and now that we've lost Jason, I'm not pushing hard for a big recruitment drive for the game.
Well, yeah, what are we on? Session 8, 9?
Session 9.
Oof.
We've lost too many. Our pack is dwindling. We need
It's-
30 players by the end of the week.
Yeah, it's so once Steve gets here, we'll have 4 players again, which gives a really good dynamic. If something should happen and it seems like we need to recruit more players, I'm going to make an active measure of it to get more players. But until then, I think having 4 is fine.
Well, I was going to say, if you end up adding another one, I mean, I don't know. You can ask Steven. Is Steven playing a Ragabash?
He can play in a Rune or a Ragabash now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He can play in a Rune, and then we can get somebody else to play a Ragabash later.
Well, with Drew's dice, well, his original dice, that is very well possible.
Why? What was the question?
Somehow by session 20, the Bonar is the leader of the Sept.
Yeah, totally.
Actually, there are quite a few. Oh, on actual tables, I know of 1, 2, 3, here in San Antonio that roleplay frequently. Over this, I didn't know if I was going to pick up any women or not, and I don't care as long as you come with the willingness to play. Right now, it seems that, and it's weird. You would figure women would like World of Darkness a lot more than D&D because of the focus on story compared to let's just go out and murder some bitches. So,
Hey, girls be like, let's murder bitches too.
and this is where I say something stupid, but I'm going to say it. Yeah, she has a better coat.
Damn right.
I'm a horrible human being, and I've never said I was anything but. By the way, this is all jokes, and if you can't take a joke, X is right up there. No, I just picked up the first couple of players who answered the advertisement. Besides the players who I knew were returning from the Vampire San Antonio After Dark, I picked up the first two people who said anything, and that'd be Zach and a player named by the name of Sam, who retired out of the game early because it was not his play style.
What the hell are you wearing, Kurt?
It's a pith hat.
I know what it is.
We're going to the Amazon.
Hey, your mom's bush is not the Amazon.
I don't know. All I know is I sensed the discussion about female gamers, and I'm a big fan of anything that brings titties to the table. That's all I got to say. Straight up.
We placed it on roll. I placed it on Roll20.
Yeah, well, you ain't getting anything with that penis hat.
Oh, you'd be surprised. The ladies love
All right.
Victorian love.
They love the armor that comes with, I was wearing my armor.
I had her set up. I rode her like a colonial outpost and took her for all she was worth until nothing was left.
All right. So as y'all are beginning to head into the city to take care of this, Brecky says he's going to go back to the Glen to watch it for a moment. And he just kind of wanders off.
That's not unusual, though. So,
Y'all are not surprised by this because that seems like a much more friendly and inviting place for him. There is more stuff happening behind that if Jason wants to return, but for now, y'all are mounting up in the truck and getting ready to go to the city.
Wait, what's happening? I missed it. I walked away.
Frecky wandered back up to the Glen.
apparently wandered off camera.
Are you back, Drew?
I don't know how long the computer's being retarded.
Yeah,
Right.
basically that's our Frecky. Yeah, Roll20 is the actual website that we're using, and on it you can advertise for games, and they can respond to the advertisement as needed. So, y'all get into the truck and y'all start to head into Austin. You are Frecky-less now, and it actually takes you only about 15 minutes to get where you're headed off to. Which is the city limits. Now, are y'all going to head all the way into the city and start looking around? Folks?
Hello?
Oh, I muted myself, sorry. I was going to say, we could just follow the tracks and see if the tracks lead us anywhere. I think that's a good start.
What are we looking for?
As you get back to the edge of the town, to the edge of Austin, how are you following the tracks? Because there was no physical tracks. Y'all are tracking it by scent.
We could check in the Umbra and see if they're there in the Umbra.
Okay. Where you're at, difficulty 8 to peek in. Or, sorry, difficulty 7.
Okay.
Is that all of us?
Yes, anybody
It-
can peek into the Umbra.
Anyone
I
who
did
wants to
not make
peek.
it.
Okay.
Not me. Stop it!
What are you doing to pick Umbra?
Roll your
Gnosis.
gnosis. Difficulty 7.
Roll Gnosis. Why is this not working? Wait, is it? Hold on. I got this.
Are you sure?
No. I'll be honest, no.
None of us can look into the Umbra. We must go into the Umbra.
So Lucas looks into the Umbra, and you don't give me alertness and perception.
Ah, crap! No more things I gotta roll.
Yes, one more roll, damn it.
That's why
Alright.
it's called Roll 20
Because you're rolling 20 times a night, damn it.
minimum.
Give me a second. Give me my regular dice. It's on. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, actually damn good. You see some types of tracks, but you're not sure what they are. They're about half a mile away from where you are. Here at the Umbra, you see a very clear divide between the... because there is a line of trees that separate the highway where the... because I don't know how Austin actually looks, so you'll have to forgive me on this.
Just make it stink like patchouli and hippies, and we'll.
Wow, mean.
Dude,
You dabble in that meanness.
He rocks that meanness. So, where you are... because y'all are actually pretty close to the city. There is a... wow, this city just doesn't have a loop around it.
No, it really doesn't.
Why don't cities have loops around it like San Antonio does?
Because San Antonio is a gigantor city, that's why.
So where you are is over by the Bee Caves. Bee Cave is what it's called, apparently.
Yeah, Bee Cave Road. I know where that is.
And there's a clear divider from where he's peeking at between the preserve, which is a little bit down the road, and you can see down further into it as you're looking in towards the city where it begins to turn into Austin's surrounding area. There's a clear divide on the Weaver Spirits. Once it seems that they have built up a wall around the preserve, but they have not gone beyond it. Either out of respect for what little the wild has to offer, or just because they have other things important to work about.
Okay.
And they can just put a stop wall here and go, okay, we're done with this for now, let's do something else.
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. Alright, so we were following the train tracks because that's where the person who took the Heartstone went. Fucking fuck. Alright, Lucas.
Okay.
You are the closest thing we have to a tracker now.
Great.
And I might actually retcon where that's actually at, but that's what you see. On one side, it's this pristine looking area, and on the other side, it's where you're starting to see the city proper. Just not being familiar with Austin, I don't know exactly where that is.
Alright, well, just as long as we stay away from following the smell of marijuana, we should be good.
Okay, I'm looking in the Umbra. There's tracks that way, bro. Like about, I don't know how to count. 4? Yeah, 4. 4, and then there's green.
Okay.
And not green.
Start sniffing, dog.
That's right.
Word.
I don't know. I don't have gifts.
Well, none of us have gifts, but, that can help us out.
Hey, does heightened sense work for smell too?
Yes, heightened senses is any sense. It's just like Auspex.
Are you talking about the gift or the merit?
The gift.
Yes, works on any sense.
Even in
Yeah.
the Umbra?
Yes,
Doesn't
even in
matter.
the Umbra.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna use my heightened sense to see if I can get a better smell of these guys. How does that work?
It would be like perception, primal urge, or perception, survival.
1 gnosis equals difficulty minus 2 perception plus prime.
Primal urge.
Yeah, prime.
Perception plus prime. Whoa!
Wrong game, Drew. Wrong
Hey.
game.
Perception plus prime is right there, okay? I can create anything you want to, gifts included.
A spirit mage.
I can do many things. I am Lucas. Alright, perception 3, prime urge 3. Oh, stupid 1. So, 2?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, you do whatever you want.
So you smell a large swath of things here. You
Great.
smell both, and actually, Coyote's kind of right on that. Chicken grease is a smell you pick up in this area.
Yum.
You also smell motor oil, very wormy things that you kind of expect to smell here. But there's a different scent. It's putrid, but it's not worm putrid. It's very it's not just a putrid smell. It's kind of a stagnant smell, like when the wind doesn't blow and you're standing in a very filthy garbage can.
So like your house.
I love garbage. Hey, come on. He tries to clean it up as he goes.
Using your bum wipes does not help.
Wait, are we talking in character or out of character?
Well, if you're describing what you smell, then it's very much in character.
Man, I think I got burned by something.
By me.
Well, you are a mage, aren't you, Kirk?
It's right.
Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna tell him there's a putrid smell heading in whatever direction that was. That way.
Well, then lead us.
Charge.
Wait, are we in the car? Or are we on foot?
You
We
are
waited for
in the
spirit.
SUV.
Yeah.
Okay, go
We
that
did wait
way,
for
Allie.
Spirit?
Yes, Ellie, drive that way.
I'm gonna put it in park it. He can drive with his nose.
What? It seems rather.
This is not a spirit vehicle.
It can be. Just
Yeah,
say it.
If we
It
get a
can be.
mage and enough spirit power, yes, it can be.
I was
I
gonna
have
say,
the right of spirit awakening. I can
was
awaken
gonna
the
say,
truck.
Don't fucking
can't you do it?
because I'm
Can't
pretty
you do
sure that the truck's answers are going to be fuel, 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 fuel.
No, it's gonna be like that the fucking cartoon. Honk 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 honk. What the fuck?
But you know, it could be an advanced spirit. It could be
Or it
like the
could
one
be-
from Roger Rabbit. Bye!
could be-
Out of the way, Roadhog!
You could also say, "Stop riding me." Shh.
I'm checking out
No.
his tailpipe.
What do you call? What do you call a pause in the middle of a song? A bridge.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, awesome. People got the reference. I'm happy.
All
I did
right.
not get the reference.
You did?
Ugh. Okay, guys, remember? Zach's a
Rabbit.
youngin. Zach's a youngin.
Okay.
You're
Yes,
under
I'm not
25,
as-
right?
Yes.
Okay, we don't expect him to know Who Framed Roger Rabbit, even though it is the most amazing movie ever because it has Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse share a scene together.
Yep.
Think about that for a moment. Two of the most monolithic companies letting their rights be used, and they have no control over it.
Hey, I just saw Rocky, basically the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, on stage.
If it ain't got Tim Curry, it don't mean a thing.
Yeah, well, unless it's wheelchair accessible, there ain't much he's gonna be in.
I love Tim Curry, but that's fucking funny as shit.
All right, so go ahead and drive us, Lucas. You drive, right?
And don't wreck the car.
Yeah, I got drive.
Subterfuge check. On that shit. Can I subterfuge, see if he's lying?
Well, you don't know how many dots he has.
Yeah,
Oh.
just remember, you cannot have any dots in drive and still know how to drive. It just means you are incapable of doing anything out of the ordinary.
All right,
Hey.
so what do I do to drive?
Dex drive.
No,
or
not even-
perception drive.
No, not even that. Are you planning on doing anything stupid, or are you generally following the speed limits?
I am using my nose, not really paying attention to anything else.
Oh god. He
Dex drive, difficulty 9.
He actually took it serious.
Dude, we're gonna do this like a presence patrol in fucking Kandahar. So I'm up on the top of the turret with the Mark 19.
Yeah, that's not happening. Well, it's one. It's one success. Right?
So,
Diff 9. That's a
Diff
fail.
nine?
who's
Okay,
sitting in
so-
the front seat with the wolf trying to drive the car?
Oh.
Is Kirk in the front seat with the wolf trying to drive the car?
I'm
I
in
got-
human form.
You said you're driving with your nose.
Yeah.
Right. I'm driving with my nose. I'm smelling.
In human form.
Can you not use
Senses
the
don't
gift-
make a difference. If you're in Lupus, though, you get bonuses. And
No. So who is in the front seat with Lucas?
I'll be in the front seat. I'll be in the front seat.
Give me
Riding
perception
shotgun.
alertness.
Oh, right. I'm riding shotgun. Perception sportness 3.
Ali's tired of being a chauffeur for these guys.
What's
That's
the
what I
diff?
said.
6.
Difficulty is 6, yes.
Dude,
I got
I can
1
drive.
success.
All right, you just needed 1. Are you going to try and stop him as you see him begin to veer into oncoming traffic?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna spin that wheel like it's Wheel of Fortune and shit.
I'm assuming you're just trying to rebalance him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me
Don't
Dex
get your
Drive,
head too
difficulty
close to the
7.
wheel.
Let's see. Gaia, take the wheel.
I can't open it.
Man, if I gave out experience for making me laugh, you would have tons of experience.
I got no successes.
The werewolf game doesn't.
That's a beautiful rule. And I actually have dots in drive.
I'm gonna. Can I? See
It comes
what I'm
up to the same thing. All right.
They just totally crashed my truck.
And
guys.
Allie, give me a 1d10.
All right.
doing?
How many pedestrians we are gonna roll through?
The 1d10. Da 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 da.
Oh, this is either going to be good or bad. Okay.
Murder, murder.
Everyone roll stamina for me.
All right.
If you
Oh,
are
yeah.
if you are Hamid, yeah, you can still soak this in Hamid.
That's
'Cause
good.
I'm
Because I
just-
don't remember car crashes doing ag damage.
It could do lethal though, but
That's true. But I could soak lethal.
all right. Kirk and Lucas both take 1 point of bashing,
Yay.
Son of a bitch.
and Allie takes 2 points. As
I was like,
Lucas
God damn it, Allie.
manages to take. So this is what happens. Lucas is sticking his nose out the window as he's driving along. He veers over into oncoming traffic. Thankfully,
I'm totally Ace Venturing this shit.
thankfully there was no traffic over there, and he crashes the car into a ditch. As you all go flying forward into the windshield.
Well, I got my head out the window. Do I go into the windshield?
Is you're decapitated.
No, you're fine. That's the reason you rolled.
Okay, gotcha.
And any
Is this-
damage that was not soaked, if anyone had not soaked any damage at all, it would have been all lethal.
So do
Alright,
the
I'm
airbags
just
in the
gonna-
car go off and all that?
A vehicle of that size has.
Oh my god. That was amazing! Alright, I'm just gonna put it in reverse.
Okay.
Is
Hold on one second.
this down here?
Drew,
I've seen this on NASCAR.
roll me silk, please.
Again?
Yes.
Okay.
As the car finishes decapitating you.
Was
You're
that vacuum
fine.
or vehicle?
And the one goes off on the driver, and who is Drew, who seems to just not be budged by it at all, even though the amount of force that's coming off of it. And one of the back ones not only goes off, it kind of rips what was left of the door, because your vehicle has 6 airbags in it.
Mhm.
The casing to the door, like the plastic that covers it, literally explodes off of it into the rest of the car.
You totally should have let me turn this into a convertible.
Now I'm glad I didn't awaken the spirit of this car. It would be screaming in agony.
And pissed.
Yeah.
I'm
Car
gonna put
is
this
not
in
happy.
the reverse. Is it still working? Car work?
No, it's in a ditch.
Oh.
The engine's still on.
How far in a ditch is it?
Does anyone have technology?
Yes.
Intelligence or wits and technology for me. Difficulty 6.
Sorry, wits and technology?
Yep. I count a car as technology, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
I
Sweet.
don't see I see computers. I don't see technology on the sheet.
Oh, technology is usually under skills.
No, it's a knowledge.
It's knowledge.
Depends on the edition, but no edition
Yeah,
warning.
mine's-
Anyways, Allie doesn't need to roll it. Both Kirk and Lucas knows that this engine is slowly getting flooded with fuel.
You guys are all assholes, and I'm leaving that car. That
And
truck.
a smart thing to do would be to kill the engine right now.
No, the smartest thing to do would be to go Krynos and put it back on the street.
That's what I was going to do. I was gonna shift to Krynos and throw it up there. Wait,
Oh,
why
right.
am I rolling? I just do it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Yes!
Wait, are you guys still in the vehicle?
Yes.
Whatever.
Drew,
Dude, I gotta steer!
roll me willpower. Drew,
You're gonna push
current
that
willpower.
Alright.
All right, 4 it is.
All right. Lucas shifts Krynos for some god awful reason, and pushes the truck back out of the ditch
That's like I
Oh,
said,
man,
I'm steering it
I was
right.
gonna Throw that thing up there.
because
Am-
his
am
strength
I-
right now is what, 7 or 8?
8.
So yes, a feat of strength is more than enough to push this car out of the ditch altogether.
I'm all leaning out where the door used to be, you know, looking behind us.
Man.
Well, this
I
is a
want-
very nice truck. This is a very nice brand new truck, Mazzy. It doesn't explode on contact.
I still want to flip it out of the ditch.
I think that was for passing the rite of passage too. Her father gave it to her.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now-
I passed it all right.
As you get the vehicle out of the ditch, do you shift back Hamid?
Is there anybody around?
Actually, there's a couple people crying in tears on the side of the road, and you have caused a pileup behind the.
So I'm gonna try with my presence that this is all a dream. You do not see a werewolf.
What are you like, Dolly? Come out of the back of the SUV with like a turban on. Nothing you see is real. It is all a figment of your imagination.
No, she's more going. This is an illusion. I am a Jedi.
No, they're panicking.
Not gonna
They're not looking at you.
Okay.
You can clearly smell the smells of defecation and urine everywhere.
As I peel us out of there, the last thing I yell out the door is, "This is what happens when you don't buy American."
Hey, Toyota is made in San Antonio.
Yeah, but that's not what this car is. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had no problems driving it. Them Jap cars go good.
All right.
This is a Toyota Tundra.
No.
I clearly stated that because I'm trying to show some San Antonian pride here.
Congratulations, Kirk. We just crashed one of the best cars in your box.
All right. I'm switching into Glabro so I get a little bit better, and I'm gonna drive more.
No,
No,
Kirk has
no.
pushed you over and taken over driving.
Glabro.
I just
If-
taser him with my rifle.
You gotta get it out first.
No, I don't. It's a fetish gun. I pull it out of my hammer space.
Yeah, because I allow hammer space for shit. I actually like dedication being hammer space.
Yeah.
Calm down, boy. Use
Ow,
that
that's a
sniffer.
taser.
Use that sniffer.
So, who's driving?
I am driving.
Okay. Y'all begin to go into the city. And y'all all smell gasoline.
What? Don't look at me. I didn't pee my pants. It's not true. Glasswalkers don't pee kerosene. Ooh.
I'm gonna reach my head over the back to see if we're leaking.
Yes, there is a trail of gasoline following the truck.
We
All
should
right.
bring this to a mechanic, guys. And Lucas, you're an
We should-
asshole.
We should bring this to a junkyard. That's what we should do with this.
Whoa,
moment.
Hey.
whoa, yo, Allie, what's your beef with me? What's got?
I didn't mean literally. Smell this
You know
way
what?
there. With
You know
your
what?
nose.
You know what? At this point, I have decided that there is no way I am going to be riding the Austin public transit to find bad guys.
Look, girl, you asked me if I could drive.
Yes, I said drive, not and. Well,
He drove us into a ditch. That's all right. He
I
validated
drove.
the question.
You didn't ask if I knew how to drive. You asked me if I could drive, and I said
Point of
sure.
order here.
you're
Allie
just a
knows
cracky.
technically Lucas is right.
Yes.
You asked if he could drive, not if he could drive well.
That is true.
So
Or
on
if
a
he could
technicality,
drive.
he never lied to you. Continue.
That's true. And she's gonna say that you're paid for my damage once I bring this to a well, after I get
Dude,
this
that's
repaired.
a whole lot of cans you gotta pull out of trash can.
Yeah, good luck. I ain't got no money. I borrow from you. Well, sorta.
You guys use everything from me. My money, my car. Well,
You're
I
a
hope I
white
kind of
fang.
offered.
You can handle it.
You're a white fang, is that what you said? Was it
Um,
James Carroll?
Did you actually say White Fang?
I do.
Allie, give me a rage roll.
Oh dear
Aw.
God! Don't make me come back there. I'm gonna taser everyone in this truck.
Difficulty 6.
What? We gotta get this party rolling.
It ain't gonna roll
Can I
very
choose to
far.
automatically fail?
Shit, we're already rolling.
How many dots do you have in rage?
I have 3.
Even failing it doesn't do anything. The reason you're rolling is kind of so
Okay.
so they can feel the rage bubbling up in you.
Oh, okay. Because I was
It
gonna
doesn't
say,
really bubble up at you. It just kind of oozes.
Well, that's after her night with the guy, so.
Woo!
Oh yeah, y'all feel it. She is angry and pissed off at Lucas right now.
Ooh.
So she's
know-
actually gonna swing at him, because she knows she's a shit from the father. So yeah.
Give me willpower difficulty 8.
Me or him?
Oh,
Allie.
oh my God. Okay, give me 1 second. I don't have my
Current
sheet.
willpower.
Oh man, she is upset and pissed at me.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
2.
oh, what are you
God.
gonna do? Cut off my allowance?
No, I'll kick you to the curb.
This is a lot of rolling going on tonight.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
Hey, I understand what it's to be on the bottom.
Lexi is out.
Yeah.
You're in mid punch.
Lexi's out,
Give me Dex and Brawl.
and she does not give a shit at this point. Carefree.
Difficulty 8. You're swinging for the head.
3, 5.
My packs don't kill themselves over who should be leader. They kill themselves over who crashed whose car.
Why'd you make coffee black?
You know I like it only with cream and sugar. Difficulty 8.
Look, the other Nagas like it.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
What is
my
Allie
God.
wearing?
What the hell is that?
What was Allie wearing?
Probably jeans and a t-shirt.
As Lexi goes to finish the punch that Allie started, her pants rip open at the back, exposing a very big ass because it's being forced out what's left of the rear end.
Becky, do you see that ass?
Damn,
Oh
I
my
thought you
God.
had junk in the trunk.
And
It's like one
she's
of those
head over.
rap stars' girlfriends.
She's heels over head as she tries to swing in at him in the back seat, and she trips and basically falls head first between the front and the back.
Oh,
And a big ass ripping her ass right in Lucas's face.
She's gonna try to kick him.
You cannot see him at this point.
she's just gonna kick
Can I-
blindly, knock me unconscious.
Yep.
Final time.
She's gonna, like she said, she's carefree, so she's just pissed. I'm gonna try to blind kick him.
Wait, is her?
Hopefully I hit.
Is she like literally throwing her ass in my face?
At the moment, yes.
Wow, man.
Give me Dex Brawl difficulty 9.
I ain't above medicine this out with you. That's cool.
Dex is 3, Brawl is 2. So that's
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, it's time to use Naruto's secret ninja jutsu attack.
Oh, I can't roll. There's something wrong with these days, man.
Kirk,
Frecky was
give me
right.
Dex and Dex and Drive.
Frecky was right. Frecky was right about these dice. Holy shit. That's the 3.
I got one success at difficulty 6.
So you're managing to stay on the road as Lexi's legs is swinging wildly, not paying attention to what she's doing, and not realizing that she can't bend her ankles back and her knees far back enough to hit Lucas. Accidentally pegs you once or twice in the head, but just enough to pop you once or twice. Drew, since you're gonna shove your fingers up her ass, give me Dex and Brawl.
I'm just gonna learn this from Naruto.
Oh my god.
I have no words at this point. I'm just going with the flow of this gigantic clusterfuck in this car.
All right, let's see. It's Dex and Brawl. Okay.
Wow.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is 8 because you're actually difficulty 9 because you're pinpointing directly for her asshole.
Alrighty then. Difficulty 9 it is. Let's see if I hit that ass. Damn.
Give me strength +1.
Oh, crap. Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
And you know, I tried to make the
5.
game more serious, by the way. I brought back Ferris's Stone Heart.
You know, and I'm just driving like I am gonna drive
Standard
the
difficulty,
car
right?
up a
Yes.
Thunder Pass.
Oh, you're lucky I rolled some 1s. I got no damage.
Allie! Although it does no real damage to you, you have 4 fingers up in your ass. Her legs are still kicking and swinging. Kirk, give me another Dex Drive, difficulty 8, as you hear her scream.
Oh, that's awesome. That's just Look, I got 3 successes. Yay! I am
It's just-
mastering this.
Kurt's just gonna taser all of us right now.
So Lexi has 4 fingers, 4 Glabro fingers
Yep.
up her ass.
Oh, no, that went dark.
Can't see it.
No,
That was really cool. That looked like Alexa got really mad. She's like, rage mad.
Wow. I mean, just wow.
What? It was right there. I remember it from Naruto. I was like, yeah, I remember this from the TV show. Ka-cha! His fighting skills are unorthodox.
Yes, it is. It is a really bad rap video. Here, let me just jam 4 fingers into your ass and see what happens. Well, the front is all jacked up, so it makes sense that it has nice spinning rims. Because the rest of the vehicle's fucked. What a horrible human being.
Oh my god, that's a horrible version of a rim job.
Allie, what are you doing?
No, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it.
Sorry, a lot's going on as well as here, too. So, just 1 minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me look at my gifts real quick.
We went from one idiot crashing the truck to the same idiot. Drew, you are incredible at making things worse. Did you know that?
Oh, I know. I have the skills.
I approve one superpower for you, and that's making shit worse.
You know, I actually did talk about having one superpower, and I can't use it ever on myself. It's the ability to give any person that I meet one do-over of anything. Any choice they made in their life, they can redo that choice.
Quite an interesting conundrum.
I mean, I don't get anything out of it. However, depending on what you do, that power may or may not exist again.
That's actually a really good question. One do-over. I have a very good idea, but
I'll have you know, having uncircumcision or undone is just not a good one to choose. Just saying.
I know one of your do-overs would have been.
yeah, the whole big black guy thing.
What? No. I guess that could be one. No, I was going to say if you wanted to do it for recent, you would be telling Laura, no more dog. One dog only.
That wouldn't have worked to begin with. Come on now.
Hey, I didn't say it was a good do-over. I just said it was a do-over.
Plus, Carver's a good dog.
Okay. So can she sack him? Can I give my arm like where it is to?
Like,
Jackson Brawl, difficulty
I'm
8.
the one with the sack.
You're in a very uncomfortable position right now.
No, I am, as everyone on the road is watching this. I'm driving like 30.
Look, just
Hey!
keep kicking at Kirk and gyrating. That's all you got to do.
No, I don't.
Get
That's
something
0.
out of it.
No successes.
You're still swinging wild. You're not hitting anything. Drew, are you going to pull your fingers out of her ass yet?
No, I'm
I
gonna go
think you got-
Krynos.
Yeah, like, wow! Ah!
Seriously?
No, I'm gonna pull them out. I'm like, oh, that didn't work out with Naruto.
You've got polyps. Get them checked.
Kirk, At this point, her legs stop flailing as much, and you're not having any problem driving the vehicle. Although you notice that the fuel gauge has come on at this point.
Look, you guys have angered the car. It has thrown up its go juice.
And there is a gas station 1 block up.
All
Pull
right.
over, pull over real fast. I'll check the bottom, see how much leakage we got.
That's what she said.
Well,
I
we
mean-
were just checking the tailpipe, so...
Right, and Allie can check her ass while she's at it.
Well, she has a big hole in her underwear right now because someone decided to ram figures up her ass.
Hey, it was a technique. It was supposed to make her fly.
Oh, I pull up to the pump.
That's what I tell all women.
I just walk into the convenience store and just go sit in the bathroom for a little while.
Allie, what are you doing as he's pulling into the parking lot? Or
I'm
Lexi, sorry.
This would be a bad idea to actually try to get herself more comfortable. So she's
That doesn't take, since you're actually concentrating in it, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You're able to right yourself and get all the way back into the front seat and sit on your ass, which Lexi realizes is completely open, as well as a growth of her asshole.
oh, this is her. You guess. Giving you the middle.
I already gave you 4 of them, girl.
And you both can smell the very strong scent of gas underneath the vehicle.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna check this car. I'm gonna get out and is there anybody around?
Yes, it's a gas station.
Does it have like a pair of pants or something? Like, does it carry clothing? Is it one of those big gas
No.
mark?
No, it's not like that. It's like a Valero. So it has like t-shirts kind of, but not really t-shirts, that type of place. You see hats.
We could form some kind of crude hat thong for you.
Well,
when-
if you shift down, we can find you a XXX large shirt, and you can make it into a dress.
Do you know what? No, if I was gonna say I could pull a Frecky here, just be a wolf on the back seat.
Yeah.
there are clearly cameras here.
Right, then that takes out my next idea.
Drew,
So she-
while you're
Yeah.
under the vehicle, there is an 2-inch by 1.5-inch gouge into the fuel tank of the truck.
Okay, I'm gonna go and. How big of a it's in the tank of the truck?
It's on the fuel tank. It is ripped open. Almost like someone ran over a rock while they were crashing the vehicle into a ditch.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna bend the metal. I'm gonna shift my hands. I got time. I'm under here. Nobody can see me.
You don't have mixed morph. You have metamorph.
Right. No, I'm trying to think. I am in Glabro. I am under the vehicle. How much room I got?
You have plenty of room.
Is this a high rig?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna shift to Krynos.
Okay.
Underneath, and I'm gonna push the thing together and see if I can seal up the hole, or at least get it close enough.
Roll. First, begin with intelligence and technology.
Okay.
This one is so much roll heavy tonight.
Yeah, it is.
But that's what happens when you shove your fingers up someone's ass.
Hey.
The sad
Oh,
thing
love
that
here.
I just realized, you probably, other than just a scream, you
Yeah.
probably in a
One
way
success.
enjoyed it.
This will not work as an idea.
Hmm.
Yeah, you ain't got welding fingers.
No, but I do have trash to treasure. This is trashed.
You don't. You'd have to accrue. Let me see. How many successes would it be?
Trash to treasure, it would be wits plus craft, and successes equal how many turns it would stay.
Yes.
Yeah. Turns.
So, at most, you would have 30 seconds. And that's if you had 10 dice.
Oh, because we're not in combat, so it's not going to seem like it's long. It's going to be short.
Yeah. Well, a turn is 3 seconds.
All right, I'm going to go. This is Valero, right?
If you choose to, you can spend a willpower and extend its usefulness for an entire day.
Oh, right, that's right. I can spend a willpower.
Special, a junked car, up and runs.
Yeah, this is essentially, I mean, it's not a junk car, but it is pretty much dead unless we can get this fixed.
Nope, it's just right now, as far as you can tell, it is just the fuel tank. However, if you use it on the truck itself, the truck is still fully functional.
Right, I'm saying it's technically, right now it's technically junk because since we can't keep fueling it, it's just going to sit there.
The fuel tank is junk.
Right, but I'm saying the car would technically be junk because I can't go anywhere with it.
Nope. The truck is fully functional. It requires a couple of parts to be replaced, but it is not junk.
It's junk right now since we don't have the parts.
It is not junk.
I roll some duct tape under the car to him.
What do I
Mechanic.
do with this?
Mechanic, my friend. She's yelling and trying not to show any more of her ass to the cameras.
You could probably show him your ass. I'm sure he'd come out and fix it.
Is there a mechanic in this gas station?
Yeah,
Or no?
No,
there is no repairing a gas tank. It is easier to just replace it.
Yeah, totally.
So here is some duct tape and some Flex Seal. Get to it.
Oh, did you go in the store?
Yes!
Oh, okay. I was
That's
gonna
what he said he did. He went into the restroom and was staring contemplatively at the mirror.
No,
That's what I'm assuming he did.
Stayed in the restroom. I didn't know if he went.
Well, but you got okay. So it's taken you how long to climb under there, talk to each other about what the hell you're gonna do, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy some duct tape and some Flex Seal, and we're just gonna get back on the road.
Give me some chiclets, though. I need some chiclets.
Well, some chiclets.
This is a free chiclet repair.
Does Kirk look up the nearest mechanics?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, you could buy all that stuff in Valero. I'm like,
No. Talking about actually getting it properly repaired.
that's not my problem. It ain't my damn truck.
Okay.
If it was my truck, I'd go into the Umbra and bring a pattern spider back with me and make him fix it.
Seriously?
Yes.
Why
we
don't
could
you go
that.
do that?
Oh yeah. So you can wreck it again?
What?
No.
You're the one driving.
Now. And if I wreck it, that's what I'll do. Instead,
Fine. I'm going to attempt to fix it with this duct tape.
and
Give
Flex
me-
Seal.
Give me wits and crafts.
It
Great.
works even underwater.
Oh, I know what duct tape can do.
No, Flex Seal.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't work on shoes. Seriously. 1 success.
Do you eventually shift back to Hamid, or do you stay in Krynos while you're doing this?
He's like, I got more dexterity in Krynos. No.
That doesn't make it easier.
That's...
Well, I mean, unfortunately, when I reached for the stuff, I was in Krynos.
So there's like monster hands coming out from under the truck. We ran over a fucking Bigfoot, okay? Just let it go, people. Just let it go.
Yeah, this poor fucking truck. All right. Drew's under there. Lucas is under there for about 15 minutes doing this. He does shift.
Tape on my claws.
As he's never able to get out from under the truck again.
And you hear duct tape go up against some fur. You hear the removal of said fur, followed by a large yelp. And this happens 2 or 3 times, so you figure he got all the fur off of his paws because he stops yelping at some point.
This is how you learn.
And he uses both the entire roll of the Flex Seal and the duct tape.
Jeez.
So now the truck is all like, ass heavy.
And I had to look that up. Yes, you can actually use a Flex Seal to temporarily fix a gas tank.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. It's actually sorcery, man. That shit works on everything.
It's created by mages.
Yep. Straight
Well,
up.
I figured that it wouldn't work because it's a petroleum byproduct. I thought it would just like erode it.
Nope. Gasoline does not.
So, do you shift back Hamid before you get up above the truck?
Yes, I get.
Okay.
Once I get out, I shift back. I'm like, all right. I mean, it's back heavy just like you, but let's get going.
Does someone gas up the truck?
Yes.
Okay. Do
I'm
you
like-
use your card or Allie's card?
I'm going to use my card, and then I'm going to take the saran wrap that I got, and I'm going to cover the missing door hole or the remainder of the duct tape. So now we look like we really belong in San Antonio, not Austin.
Oh. All right,
Well done, sir. Well done.
Drew, give me
Yeah.
alertness and primal urge. Perception primal urge.
Perception, primal urge, coming right up. 3. Wait, I'm in Hamid, so 6. Serious? 1 success?
You
I
can't
guess.
follow the smell. The overwhelming smell of gasoline is overriding your smell.
Okay. All right. Well, top it off, and we'll go that way.
I'm assuming Kirk is driving.
Yes.
I say we hit a mechanic, Kurt.
We ain't got time for this crap. That's all I got to say at this point is we ain't got time for this crap. Because they gonna have to send this shit out, then they got to replace the door. Remember, we're missing a door on this truck, too.
No, just the inside part of the door.
It's functionally not working.
No, it's still functionally working. It's just the
Airbag's been ejected.
when the airbag left it, it was misaligned and it popped off the inside panel.
Yes, including the door handle.
The mechanical part of the door handle is still there.
It would yank it off. That's not how car doors are made. Once you pull it off, it takes the handle with it. That's why I said, nope. I'm like, we ain't got time to take this shit to a mechanic. All right, we are just going to continue on.
So-
and then you people will learn how to fix a car when we get home.
Actually, Lucas needs to learn how to fix a car.
Oh, I can fix the car.
Because Lucas
I have-
destroyed my truck.
I have crafts. Hey! I am not the one that crashed. Well, I am the one that crashed. But only because you said I could drive.
I said, drive, not stick your nose out the window and drive.
What? I can't. You wanted me to follow. I was using the nose, which is what we wanted. Don't get in with this with me.
She likes to joke around here, Lucas. You should know her.
The personality switch has obviously happened.
Yeah, but she's still saying her.
I know. I'm saying those two recognize the personality switch when it happens now.
Okay.
Which is why
Lexi
I
is
said-
not going to be subtle about it. She celebrates her existence.
Which is why
Okay.
I said Allie said I could drive. She said I could drive. Not you. I don't care what you do. Kirk is driving.
And he is a better driver than you.
Because
Because now you're just a dick.
he has driving.
Everyone give me alertness and perception.
He actually owns a car somewhere.
I own many cars,
I just shit in them.
and that is why my cars do not come home with me.
No, he just
I've
wears
seen what
chops.
hobos do in cars.
What do you want? Perception alertness?
Perception alertness.
Okay.
One success.
You have 0
I didn't-
successes, sir.
Yeah, never mind. I was like, no, never mind. Just
Oh
no
my god,
success.
why could I hit that? Like, shit.
So Kirk is actually focused on the road, ignoring the both of you two fuckers. Allie notices it's first. The Magadon building is a 3-story structure.
It's 30 foot. Oh my god, it's horrible midgets! Oh no, I'm out!
Ah, they're brownies. Get the fuck out of here.
3-story structure. As you're driving around, because you do see the building, it's clear. There is a public parking lot in front, and a gated parking lot going around the side where you can see what looks like a loading dock. You all know enough about Magadon to know that it is a pharmaceutical company, so you imagine this is where they might send out samples and things like that. Y'all are intelligent enough to make those assumptions.
You would think that we were.
You notice the very powerful, or at least looking powerful, AC compressor,
The HVAC units.
yeah, the HVAC units on top, as well as a decent-sized satellite. It's not super big, but it's large enough you can tell to transmit a good portion of data. Kirk would notice that. The other two wouldn't recognize. They would just see a dish.
So the parking across the way, is it like a multi-story parking garage, or is it just street level only?
No, we're going to get around to what's around it. That's just their property. Because
Oh,
they have a
okay.
public parking lot in front of their walk-in entrance.
I see what you're saying.
Because they do
Okay,
human
okay.
trials here.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You do notice that the building kind of slants down on the side that you're on. It's not so much the building, but the parking lot seems to slant down as kind of a drainage ditch. A little bit further, and this is what Lucas and Allie knows. What Lexi notices as well, and it's kind of as she's looking around, there is a Pentex building 2 blocks away from here. You recognize it as one of its subsidiaries, but definitely one of its accounting firms. Because I don't know what the name of their accounting firms are in canon, so one of the Pentex's accounting firms.
So, Lucas, you want to be distraction?
What do I notice?
Oh.
Same thing.
So, real quick, because I'm going to pause you there. Big old pause button.
Okay, pausing.
You know, assaulting Magadon is a stupid idea. Even Lexi knows this.
Okay. So
If y'all
never
just
mind.
charge in there unprepared, you're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. So, that being said, is there a multi-story parking garage that faces this place directly?
No.
Okay.
And
is
that
there
seems
one-
odd because there is no building that is taller than this in the
In this
area.
area. Okay.
Even the tallest buildings around are like a floor and a half, and most of that additional half is the roof to it has a higher roof than average.
Gotcha. Okay.
There is
there goes
a-
that idea. Okay.
There is a public parking lot across the street from the, and Allie will translate all this information, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
He is a loud ass snorer, by the way.
Is that what that was? I thought
Yes.
somebody was like grinding their like knife. They're like, I'm going to kill Ali. I'm going to kill Ali.
So across from there, there is it seems like a Magadon parking facility for its employees. It is gated off. There is a security guard in front of it. And even that building is only a single story tall, but it covers quite a bit of distance of space. It seems like if you were to make a guess, that it could probably hold anywhere between 50 to 150 cars on a single floor. You do not know if it goes underground. You can't tell from this angle.
So, my next question is how would we even begin to locate where this stupid thing is in this building if it's even here?
Umbra. Can we go in the Umbra? Do you think they'll have defenses?
Yeah, I'm going to assume that if it's some kind of worm-aligned anything, there are going to be evil spirits in the Umbra keeping people like us just from casually strolling in. But even still, I mean, it's not like we would be able to go into the Umbra and just see it. I mean, there's still walls and things like that we can't see through.
Everyone give me a perception and awareness.
Okay.
I don't have awareness. All right.
So difficulty 7 for you. Just standard difficulty, difficulty 6.
Yeah.
Well, difficulty 7. 1.
All right. Allie? All right, you all noticed
Sorry, I was
something
typing
peeked
it
in
up.
on you.
Yeah.
You have no idea if it was from the Umbra directly, but something peeked in on you guys.
Time to go hunt it and kill it? Or she's cracking her knuckles.
All right. I don't think that's a bad idea.
That doesn't seem that bad. We gotta catch it before it gets back to whatever it's going to.
Anyone
If
going to
it's-
peek back into the Umbra?
I am.
No, I'm just gonna dive right in.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm diving in too.
All right. So you're parking the truck first, right?
No. Yes. Yes, we are parking the truck.
Yeah. Park it, find a random
You guys
Walmart
got
and park
this.
it.
I'll go park.
No!
All right. So for those going into the Umbra, roll me difficulty 8 Gnosis.
Seriously, what could happen? Nothing could go wrong. I mean, the parking structure right there.
Weaver is too strong here.
No, just their gnosis roll, right?
Just Gnosis and its current Gnosis.
So 5.
Alrighty then. Wow.
As Allie disappears.
Allie does indeed disappear. All right.
And so does Lucas. I'm just standing here like, where the fuck did everyone just go?
So you feel a strong resistance against the Umbra.
Probably
As-
from these two chuckleheads densing it up.
So this is what Lucas and Allie see as they begin to pass through the Umbra and get caught. They're kind of seeing the Umbral world in their right eye and the physical world in their left. And in the Umbra world, there are Banes all over the outside of this building. None of them seem interested in you.
Yeah, because we're retarded. That's why.
But
They're
you
Bad,
are...
they feel bad for us.
They're not even interested in us. They're interested in the car. They're like,
Yeah.
man, we could use that for our.
So, Kirk, how long are you going to wait till you try again?
I'm going to take a couple moments. I'm going to focus on my feelings, and I am just going to spend willpower as I push on through and try again.
I'm going to punch Lucas and Allie
No!
for causing
At
the
least I
shit.
spent a willpower. What in the fuck?
Wow.
God.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus.
But I
Okay.
did get one success from willpower, so it takes me a while. Hey guys, what?
No, difficulty 8, so
No, but
You
I spent a
still fail.
willpower.
still fail. 1 minus 2, sir. All right, you're still trying to push your way through, and damn it all if the Umbra doesn't seem like it's fighting you just to be a little bitch.
All right, you know what? I get in the truck and I'm gonna go to Wendy's.
Now, for Allie and
What about
Lucas,
us?
give me perception and alertness.
Great.
I just assume you guys are in the Umbra. You
Yeah,
know, I don't know.
Sure. We should go back and bully him through. No time.
No, he doesn't know that you're stuck.
I know he doesn't.
I'm gonna have to go to like Wendy's and try to go into the Umbra in the Wendy's bathroom.
Where, you mean it's only a difficulty 7?
Yeah, where the difficulty is lower.
You could go back to the Valero. Go into their bathroom. The guy goes.
Probably
"What are you
goes
doing?"
into a blight or a hellhole or something.
No, it goes in the Umbra. The guy goes, my friend, you
So-
can't come in.
Both of you realize that there is a spider looking at you in its web.
Shh. So he's looking at us. He's like, are you coming in or coming out? What? Or
So this is what happens. It begins to try and calcify you into its webs.
no, bad thing.
I'm gonna try to fight it off right away. If
I need to
Perfect.
double check what the calcify roll is because there's an actual roll for.
Except y'all can't do anything because you're stuck in the gauntlet.
Good shit to Krynos.
You can't shoot the Krynos, you're stuck.
I know.
You're like, this sucks.
Oh my.
like I said, bullshit rolls.
Okay.
Your guys' snoring sounds like the spider getting ready to put us to sleep.
Lucas.
Shit.
Lose one dot in strength.
Okay.
Consider it a temporary loss. It's not a permanent loss.
Gotcha. Okay. So now I'm at 2. Alright.
It's been about another 5 minutes while it's working on you. Kirk, are you going to give it another try?
You know, I'm honestly gonna walk down the block until I find some place that looks a little more amenable, and then I'll try again.
All right, difficulty 7.
Nope.
Oh my god. Dude, Surge, get off your ass. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Is the willpower point would have worked here.
Yeah. That's alright. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna do another willpower. Oh!
Ellie, lose 1 point of strength. Temporarily.
So I got 4 successes now.
As you head back over to the spot, you see a spider working on something in a web. However, because they're stuck in between, you can't see what it's working on.
I'm gonna ask it in spirit speech. Hey, did you see like 2 retarded werewolves come through here?
By the way, Lucas and Lexi actually sees him walking over and start chittering with the spider.
Lexi's gonna scream, help!
There's a very loud woman screaming in your ear, Lucas. It's like working on web.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Hey,
There's
do you think
something
you
got
time?
caught.
Oh, well, if you've got time, I'll give you like a gnosis to go fix the truck, and I'll point over at the truck where it's all jacked up in the Umbra.
Well, he's right there. He's actually partially inside the truck, calcifying something.
huh.
Give me wits and occult.
I'm like, huh.
Or spirit lore if you have spirit lore. Whichever's higher.
Let's see here. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Alexa, we're stuck in the middle. I'm the only one that can hear you.
You make a reasonable assumption here that it is literally calcifying your friends in the Umbra. That it is caught.
Got to be shitting me.
I'm gonna fuck the spider up when I get out, I tell you. I'm gonna whoop him.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the spider. I activate my fetish. Let's see, Dex, firearms.
I tell you, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna shoot that spider. I'm gonna stab it with my switchblade, and I'm gonna put it in my sack.
Dice.
1 success. Remember we said it was difficulty 7 because you're shooting
Oh my
lighting.
God, Lucas, do you ever shut
That's fine.
up?
4 successes for damage. Aggravated.
I'll shut up when you stop screaming.
This went from bad to worse.
Shit,
calling
bring
for
out
help.
these commenting. You can't. Nobody can hear you but me. We're trapped in the middle. Didn't they teach you anything in school?
No, I don't get to come out and play that much.
I forgot how much essence a medium spider has.
Wait,
It's gonna be about 20.
you don't
Alright.
learn anything from Allie?
Do you know anything about multiple
Um,
personalities?
And it looks
No,
at
I'm not
you.
a doctor.
Hey, just let them go. They've already had a bad enough day. And we'll get back to fixing the truck for Gnosis later.
It's not looking pleased. It's not saying anything either.
That's fine. You know what? I'm like, I go Krynos. I'm like, I have had enough. You will do what I say, or I'm going to yank each of your legs off and use them to fix the truck myself. And then I'm going to eat them.
You're so mean.
Let's see. It actually walks away.
All right. Good deal.
You
And
see it.
I'll throw a Gnosis at it as it's going away.
It stops and turns around and says, "Now what to help your friends out?"
What's that? I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
What to help your friends?
I'll just cut them loose. Don't bother yourself. I'll let them have to deal with their loss.
I be back. He says in you know how I don't want to sit here and think Spider. He says he'll be back in 10 minutes. If they are still here, he will finish the job that
That's legit.
the Triad has
legit.
assigned him.
That's legit. I'm okay with that, and I'll start cutting them free.
All right. Yeah, it takes you about 7 minutes to get this done.
Yeah.
Because you know where he was working, you could begin working on that spot even though you can't actually really see them.
Yeah, and then I'll see about trying to pull them through.
For that, give me a Gnosis roll.
Yup.
Because you know they're cut through from the rebs. Yep. So you got 1 success on this.
Mhm.
As you two finish getting pulled through the Umbra, your 1 point of strength that you lost actually returns.
Oh God, thank you so much, Kurt. Such a lifesaver, bro. Totally. If I had to listen to Alexa for 1 more minute, bitching and complaining.
Well, I'm pretty sure we have completely lost track of whatever was peeking at us by this point.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
yeah, it's gone. It's
Y'all
gone.
don't even know if it was peeking through through the Umbra.
Yeah, just something looking at us. I, of course, didn't assume it was the Umbra. That's why I didn't actually come through for a while.
Yeah, it was.
Wink, wink. So,
Bad
It was,
performance.
it was actually a mage right standing next to us. No, just kidding.
He wouldn't
give
be
us
standing
the-
near you.
He's like standing right behind us, but he's using like corresponds to look right at us from the other side. We're like, ah, get him!
All right, so you said the Magadon building has bunches of Banes on it.
Yeah. Based on what you can see from this angle, there are groups of them. They do seem to be actually patrolling the grounds. Give me alertness and perception, all of you.
Okay.
Let's kill him one by one.
Over this one, you definitely see greed banes. You also see pestilence banes and banes of sickness and death here. As y'all are looking around for other hot spots of activity, that other building that's about 2 blocks down, it has a different name. It doesn't say Pintex. It's the arm of their financial sector, or the head of the Hydra for the financial sector. That is consumed by several large banes, greed banes, sitting on the top of the building, just seeming to suck up the greed from this place.
Oh, this piece of cake, guys. Just a piece of cake. Straight up, man. Straight up.
And you would figure it would take a pack of at least Fostern to take one of the 3 banes down that's sitting on that roof.
Oh, shit. I'll just roll up my sleeves and go kick its ass. Like, what the hell, man?
Kick it in the
What the
balls! Kick it
hell?
in the balls! Like you did the get, kick it in the balls.
That's right.
By the way, Mazzy, yes, if all the werewolves died, people would wonder what happened to the truck. All right.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to exit the Umbra, get in our truck, and drive the hell away. And we're going to ponder on whether or not this is important enough for us to continue doing, or should we just give up and pretend like we don't know anything about this?
Aren't we supposed to bring back a heart?
Yeah, I was gonna say we need a heart, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to point this out. You don't know if Magadon or this financial company has the heart.
True,
As I
we
said,
don't.
we don't know where it is or where in these buildings it would be or how to find it. You know, it's not like we could just walk in and pretend to be patients and just be like, oh, golly, we just snuck into your secret facility and there it was. That's not how it works.
Actually,
They would
Well,
be
I-
more than happy to have you guys come in and sit down and...
Sure. As
I'm
the
mental enough.
spirit detectors in the doors go off. Just like
actually,
in that one movie, Don't Be a Menace to Society while sipping your gin and juice in the hood. It'd be werewolf, werewolf.
actually, I think there might be a way. Hopefully, if they don't have detection for werewolves, which they might do, as much as I like Allie, me and her need to be separated. I can't handle this with you 3, especially that guy over there. And she points to Lucas. Like, I know I'm sexy and good looking, but man, and I like some
There's no
weird
way to
shit.
separate y'all.
Oh shit! Shut it up, Alex. You know we have fun. We have fun.
So I say,
Ain't a buzzkill like Allie.
well, I was talking about getting rid of her more than getting rid of myself.
If you want to do some surgery, man, I got claws and shit. We can cut you up. But that's not how that works in real life. Ain't no doctor on earth can separate your ass from each other.
I got
Hell no.
I got a gift of turning trash into treasure. You close enough.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Damn!
Oh.
Dude,
Um,
even the Banes down the street are like, damn!
You've got the one Bane falling back into the group of brothers like,
Oh!
I was gonna say we can give it a try.
so,
We can give it a try.
um,
Yes, we'll get back in the
Roll
truck and
me-
we'll leave.
that is enough to actually give you 2 points of rage. Roll your temporary rage, which should be at 5 right now.
Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
because this was public humiliation at its finest. All right, you want to punch him, but you're not compulsed to. We're playing werewolf. We're not playing vampires. It's coming up on 11:30. We're gonna call it here for now.
Well, I was gonna say, so once we vacate the Umbra, we're gonna get in the truck, we're gonna go to a hotel, and then from there, I was gonna say that would be a good place to stop.
I agree. That would actually.
Well, I
Yeah.
think we should talk during the week in chat about what we're going to do. So when we play the game next, we'll be able to pick right back up because we are under no obligation to do this. Straight
Right.
up.
True.
It's one of those. There is no shame in being a bunch of wusses and not being able to defeat big bad monsters. Now we can die gloriously, and that's okay. That's werewolfy, but it won't accomplish anything. So we can blow the building up because we have a truck that's already fucked up that we can fill full of dynamite and shit in all Oklahoma City-ness. So,
Sending a new-
but these are things that we can discuss. But like I said, I think we'll go find like a Motel 6 and just chill. And
In Walmart.
and what do we need a Walmart for?
I'm
Okay.
feed my pants.
So you guys chit chat throughout the week. We're gonna go ahead and begin with doing our experience tonight. Allie, what did you learn?
How to
You're cutting
freeze.
out. Can you repeat?
What did you learn this evening?
That Lucas likes to stick his fingers up people's ass.
That's sufficient for me.
And that's what Lucas learned, is he likes it too.
Kirk, what did you learn?
It's not a
I
magic
learned
technique.
that bullying spirits can actually work.
All right.
That is not the way I prefer to deal with spirits, but I had to make a snap decision.
And Rue, what did you learn this evening?
Lucas learned that if you're going to fix the freaking truck, you should probably be in regular form so you don't get tape on you.
That's sufficient enough.
Other than that, I'm a bad driver.
Yes, very much so. Kirk, I think it's 2 points, 2 times current level for Gnosis.
Yeah.
If you want to, you have plenty of justification for moving it up to the next level.
All right, cool beans, and I shall do that.
But we'll talk about that a little bit later throughout
That's
the
cool.
week, and I'll make the updates.
Ah.
To be honest, nothing for Renown this week.
No.
Because this
no,
was
no.
mostly a gigantic clusterfuck that took... Well, we spent about the same amount of in-game time in the game.
Yeah.
So, overall, an hour and a half has passed.
And that's cool, man. There are missions in Iraq that did not go as well as this. So.
So we're going to do our normal advertising and helping out our colleagues who game. On Monday nights, we have Lords 2424, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for Wraith the Oblivion. Myself and Paul also play in this game with Zach. On Tuesday, Storyteller Spira, she is back to running, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for her VTM New Orleans game. Tuesday nights, bi-weekly at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Cedar Tree. Tuesday and Wednesday, William Pence is back with his Vampire the Masquerade DC game. Every other week is CavCon. It's going to be this coming week. And they are going to be playing Werewolf Dark Ages. Just updating his entry. Thursday night, Lost Tribes Gaming has taken over the VTM Sabat game I've been playing in. Please take a look into it. It's evolving into a new game, and hopefully we'll have a lot of action going on with it here in the next couple of sessions. Our Pack Ductus got torpered by walking into the combination police station and town hall because the sheriff was there. On Saturdays, Green Dragon 666, his mage game just ended, and I don't remember what he said he's starting next. I think it's another VTM game. Calvin, or Calvin, I don't know how that's pronounced. I think his Demon the Fallen game is ended, but I think there's something replacing it. I don't know, but I know he's still streaming on Saturdays. Silly Goose, who runs VTM, runs it on Sunday afternoons at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. John Varel with his Changeling game. As always, that game is still running, which is absolutely amazing because it's like, I want to say 40 sessions in and the same 3 characters they started out with. Lost Tribes Gaming every other week also runs another Vampire Sabbat game taking place in Phoenix. So the 2 games are kind of interconnected now. Green Dragon 666 has a VTM every other week for an Elders game. Sunday is Lord Zed's Werewolf the Apocalypse game at 3 p.m. Eastern. And a newcomer to the vampire scene is Rin Vindor. Rinvindor. At 8 p.m. Central Standard Time running Vampire the Masquerade. And we want to say we enjoy doing this for the entertainment value. I know I don't get a lot of views on it, but we still do it for the few people who watch the episodes regularly. One of the things I want to point out is please support these streamers. I'm not going to say don't support Critical Role because their show is absolutely amazing. D&D ain't my game, but people enjoy it. But some of these smaller streamers put in a lot of effort into their games, and they do a lot of prep time. So please support them as much as you would support us or any one of their other people. Speaking of support, I do have links for my Patreon and my sellout buttons below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, they're in the description as well. With that said, we enjoyed your patronage and you viewing us. From everyone here at the channel, good night.
Night.
Good night, thank you.
And the truck will be back.